Whew. Hey guys, how's it going? Nas here. Um, Wanted to make a really quick, I don't know how quick it's gonna be, but it shouldn't be too long. Just a little update video to all of you that care, to all of you that are following everything that's happening with Ukraine and my country of Ukraine. And just wanted to make this video to give you some updates that you might not have heard. If you've heard, that's fantastic. The more of you know, the better. Um, Excuse me. Let me collect my thoughts. All right. So later on today, I'll be going to a little not necessarily a rally. There's two things happening today in Philadelphia. There's one thing happening in Museum of Art, Philadelphia Museum of Art. You know, the steps where Rocky Sylvester Stallone did his thing. So there's gonna be like a prayer for Ukraine thing happening there. And another thing that's happening is I somewhere further closer to the center, I think on 6th Street, there's going to be like a rally. So they're inviting everybody from different countries to just show up with their flags and stuff like that. You know, flags. So I just wanted to say that even though things are still uncertain and we don't know what's going on with Putler and his regime, and we're hoping that he doesn't resort to nukes and all that stuff. Because if he does, that's it for all of us. So that's kind of scary. Um, with that said, I wanted to say a huge thank you to Anonymous. That organization is fantastic. That group of people, men and women, what they're doing right now to Russia is honestly, I wasn't expecting any of that. They're hacking their government sites. They're hacking their political people. They're exposing them. They're publicizing their phone numbers and addresses. There's all sorts of stuff happening where, like I believe with Pornhub in Russia, if you go on there, instead of you getting what you would expect to get, um, you get "Glory to Ukraine" message. So anyway, they pretty much all need to get VPNs from what Anonymous is telling the people of Russia. But yeah, there's more protests happening in Russia of people just walking out into streets and saying we don't want the war, stop the war. No one is supporting Putin. The whole world is rising against him. Cities all over the world, every country, in most countries, are basically in solidarity, are lighting up their bridges and buildings with blue and yellow to signify our flag, to signify, you know, their support for our country and our people. Romania and Poland and some other countries have opened their borders. They're taking Ukrainian refugees, people to go for safety. They're just welcoming them with open hands. Sadly, the people that were in Ukraine that are running back to Russia, that were expecting to be treated with open arms, um, reportedly they crossed the border back to Russia. There's no one there. There's like empty buses with no drivers. No one's giving them shelter. No one is accepting them for any kind of positive anything. Sorry, I'm like way too close. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of that happening. um, Also, as most of you have known, a lot of people are following the news. The Ghost of Kiev is still doing his thing. Ukraine has quite a few MiG 29s, so there's a lot of air support happening, and a lot of Russian army stuff is going down. Helicopters, planes, jet planes, transporters, all sorts of stuff is being shut down out of the sky. A lot of Russian soldiers and military are laying down arms are surrendering willingly. Like no one went like surrender. They're just like, yeah, we're just surrendering. We're not. We don't want to do this. Um, a lot of them are going. Reportedly, have been going to like villagers' houses, out in the outskirts, like asking for food because they're not getting any support from their own fucking country of Russia. And yeah, so they're giving up. They're asking for help themselves. Um, yeah, our military is doing great. For such a tiny military compared to Russian military, we're kicking their butt. I believe the count is over 4,000 Russian soldiers have been killed. The invading Russian forces, over 4,000 of them have been killed. I mentioned before how many planes and helicopters have been shut down. Um, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if there's something else that's going to happen. I don't know if this is some kind of diversion. I don't know. All I know is that our boys are kicking ass, and I know that Russians, the normal, military kids, people that were enlisted into the Russian army, they were taken forcefully. Reportedly, they were literally in Russia just going through the streets, picking everyone, between like, I forget the ages, it's like between 18 and 60 or even older. They're just picking dudes and taking them into vans and throwing them into the military to go invade Ukraine. That's not good. They don't want to be there. They don't want to die. They're not supporting this cause. So this is all Putin and his regime. That's it. So sadly, there are some evil soldiers that are you've all seen that video of it was one of those, like, I forget what they're called, BTR or whatever. It's like a transport unit, so it's like a heavily armored transport unit. There was just a civilian in Ukraine driving his car, an old man, and this guy, Russian soldier in this vehicle, just made a beeline. He's driving opposite of him and just turned and drove over him, crushing his car. Luckily, the man survived. He was rescued by Ukrainians, pulled out of that wreck. I don't know how he survived, but the tracks must have just missed him. So thank God. So yeah, a lot of that is happening. The Ukrainian military has, stopped all these convoys that have been coming. Not all of them. I mean, obviously, Russian soldiers and military are still causing heavy damage. They're shooting civilians. They're shooting residential blocks, residential buildings. Why? What are you doing? Like, they're just shooting missiles with no guidance at our cities, at our people. It's pure terrorism, just pure invasion and terrorism, just misguided bullshit. Um, what was I saying before that? Oh yeah, the convoys that were stopped. Apparently, it's kind of funny, not in like, you know what I mean. Um, these convoys were coming like disguised trucks, and they were just carrying fuel to fuel um, the military vehicles that were doing we're gonna do the blitzkrieg on Kyiv. And Kyiv, just a lot of you have been asking me how you pronounce it. It's Kyiv. Imagine K Eve, like Adam and Eve. So K Eve. There you go. Uh, Not Kiev. That's Russian. Don't say it that way. Kyiv. Kyiv. Say it with me. Kyiv. Anyway, that's not super important. But anyway, sorry guys. It's okay if you mispronounce it. It's not. We all get it. It's okay. So yeah, these convoys that were carrying fuel to refuel all these tanks and military, whatever, rocket launchers were stopped by Ukrainians. And now a whole lot of Soviet heavy artillery is just sitting there with no gas. There's all these flanks or whatever they're called, lines of military vehicles just sitting there abandoned with no soldiers in them. They ran out of gas, and that's it. There's videos online of all these young soldiers, Russian soldiers, that just got lost. They were invading and they were driving around, ran out of gas, got lost. They don't know where the hell they are. It's ridiculous. It's like Putin just made all these people go. He's like, get into these tanks, go that way, and go pew pew. There's absolutely no motivation. There's absolutely no reason for them to do this. And there you go. So yeah, there's a lot more that I can share with you, but I'm not going to go into it too much. Next thing I wanted to tell you that during my last video where I was started talking about this, a few of you actually donated to the cause. So there were I'm gonna put up the thing of some names. I don't know if they want their names up, so I'll kind of blur it out. So I'll just leave like their first names up. So if you guys are watching again, thank you so much. You can comment on the bottom, say you're welcome or whatever if you donated. So two of you donated $100 each, and a couple of you donated like 20, 20, and 24, I believe, whatever it says there. So thank you guys so much. Here I'm going to show you what I did with that money. The rest of you, you can either donate again to me on my PayPal, which is bignaz@yahoo.com. I will directly take it and give it to the military. So the military, the money is going directly to the Ukrainian military. They have created an account in the National Bank of Ukraine, and that account is specifically made and meant for the Ukrainian armed forces, the official military that's doing their job. And yeah, so that's all I did. I just went to that website, clicked on a link, wrote down how much. In this case, I believe it was $265. I think that's right. And every single penny of that, I think actually it was, I totaled to 264 something. So every penny and more I donated to them. None of this benefits me directly. I'm not taking any money from this. I'm just making it easier if you guys just want to donate to my PayPal. I just take the lump sum and give it to them. If you don't want to do that, please look up other ways you can donate and help out our military or just our people or our volunteers. I will leave the link to the bank right down below in the description. You're also, I probably played it, or it's still playing next to me right here. Their website, it's all in Ukrainian, so I'm not sure. That's another way why it's easier if you want to just donate to bignaz@yahoo. That's my PayPal account. And I will forward it right away, and I'll make another video showing proof that what I did with the money that you donated. Again, this is not a time for scams. I of all people don't scam anyone. I just want to see my country survive this. I want to see my people survive, and I want us to exist. And I don't want this planet to go into World War freaking III. So yeah, thank you guys for your support. I just want to also thank the YouTubers. I'm not gonna list you all because a lot of you stepped up. I just want to show my respect to you. I want to give my biggest thanks to you guys. You've made videos. You've interrupted your personal live streams in this die-cast community of collectors, of just, you know, us nerdy guys that like to do things, really innocent things. We're just positive, spreading positivity, having hobbies, helping each other with that, helping to get away from the craziness of the world by, you know, collecting die-cast or Hot Wheels or making customs, making art. Even those of you that are, you know, just straight up toy collectors, you know, just thank you guys. A lot of you have talked about Ukraine. You know, you didn't even necessarily have to mention me. That has nothing to do with it. But I just want you guys to know that I've noticed. I watched your videos. I appreciate the fact that you guys, you know, I will single out one guy, JDC Jay. Last night before I went to bed, he was having a live stream of just his diecast usual stuff, and he took a break out of it, and during his stream just started talking about how messed up this situation, this war is in Ukraine, how it makes him feel. He expressed his emotions, his feelings. You know, he made his peace and put it out there. And yeah, some people kind of get weird and they're like, no, just talk about the hobby. That's not, I understand that, but right now there's a war going on in 2020, a major war that might turn into World War III. This psychopath Putin might nuke Ukraine. He might freaking send nuclear bombs at a country in 2020. Why? Because he's a psycho. There's no reason for him to do this. He just wants the USSR back or a nuclear wasteland. So, yeah, there's a lot of rallies right now going on where Ukrainian people are getting up all over the world with flags, with just a message asking NATO to actually step up and help us physically. They're also asking any country to step up, to pick up arms and physically go and support us. We're the only ones. Look at this picture right here. That's a picture of Russia, and that little yellow thing right there, that's Ukraine. We're fighting on our own, guys. We're this is it. This is just Ukrainians, mostly our military, and then now there's women joining the flanks, all ages of women just picking up rifles. Old men just go to the recruitment offices and they're just like, yeah, I'm 70, I'm 80. Brought some sandwiches and a couple of t-shirts. He's like, I'm ready to fight. People are being selfless. Yeah. It's a very scary time, but at the same time, I'm extremely proud of Ukrainians, of Ukraine. I'm extremely proud of my people, my nation. I hope that a lot of you understand that we're not Russians. It's not like we're a state like in America. It's not like we're a state that's like, we're gonna go over there and it's just a bunch of the same people. No, we're a different country. We're a different people, different language, different traditions, different everything. There's similarities. I've made this comparison before. It's like Mexico and Puerto Rico, or Mexico and Italy. They kind of sound the same. They, there might be some similar, like, food. They're not the same, man. And this war, it's like America invading Canada. That's another comparison for you. It's just, there's the border. These people say A and drink Labatt, and these people say Yo and drink Budweiser. Like, we're all people in the end, and yeah, this is insanity. So I'm not blaming Russian people, normal people. I'm blaming Putin. I'm blaming his regime. I'm blaming people that he has brainwashed, and all that evil, that evil nest of snakes. That's what Putin's regime is. So yeah, guys. Again, there's a lot more that I can say. I'm just not going to. What I am gonna do is I will make more update videos about this. Um, Specifically, I wanted to say to my friends here, my Hot Wheels homies, the collecting community, my channel, Nostalgic, is not a strictly Hot Wheels channel. I know I don't even need to say this, but I feel like I need to address some of you because a lot of you are younger, and a lot of you are, different. So I wanted to specify that, I'm sorry that I'm not talking about cars, collecting and stuff right now. I'll get back to that eventually. Right now, I'm focusing on what I can do to help Ukraine, what I can do to help my people. I'm trying to collect money to send to the military. I'm trying to help them out the best I can. And if those of you that can spare anything, guys, go to that website, donate what you can. It doesn't matter what it is, man. If you don't want to deal with any of that, like I said before, go to my PayPal, Big Nas at Yahoo, Bignaz, Big Nas. I'm big. My name's Nazar, Big Nas at Yahoo. That's on PayPal. So donate what you can. I promise you 100% all of that money is going to Ukraine, to the military, to help out. Uh, so they can do whatever they can with it and defend themselves. So that's what I can do. That's what you can do. A lot of you are like, "What can I do?" That's what you can do. You can also, like I said, some of the YouTubers, if you have a YouTube channel, just write that you support Ukraine, that you stand with Ukrainians. Just make your voice heard that you're supporting Ukraine. That what's happening is bullshit. Ukraine is being invaded. We're defending ourselves. We're not attacking anyone. We're a peaceful people. We're a small country right next to Europe. We're in Europe. We want to be European. We want to be in that collective. We want to be a part of NATO. That's what we're doing. So yeah. But yeah, there you go. That's how you guys can help. So you can do that either through me, or go find a way you can donate any charity that's out there. Do a little bit of research, make sure they're legitimate, make sure you know who you're donating to. Where I'm donating, I know that's for a fact is legit. I've asked my family in Ukraine, like, let me know what's legit, let me know what's proper, let me know what's not a scam. And that's what they all told me, that just the National Bank of Ukraine, they opened an account for the military. It can't get any more straightforward than that. So yeah, that's it with that. So yeah, guys, once again, just wanted to thank the organization Anonymous. They are freaking heroes. They're doing an amazing job. They don't have to do this, but they're just people. They're hackers. They're the world organization of hackers. And they're standing up for what is right. They're not robbing anyone. They're not doing anything illegal. They're spreading truth, and they're fighting for the world, for Ukraine. They're doing what they can to do that. And thank you so much, Anonymous. You guys are just, oh my god, I wish I had the skills to freaking join you guys and do some of what you can do. But oh my god, it boggles my mind, the capabilities of you guys. It's insane. Thank you. I'm gonna cry, man. But anyway, but yeah, again, there's still people in Jesus Christ, sorry guys. There's still people, Ukrainian people, in metro stations underground. They've been sleeping there like 3 nights straight now. Um, Most of my family and friends are not in Kyiv. They moved out of their apartments. Some are actually, some are still in apartments, which is scary, but they chose to stay. Uh, Hopefully they'll be safe. They're out of like the immediate area of danger. But yeah, my family and friends, most of them are out of danger's way, as I hope, unless he does the big red button thing. God forbid. Um, those of you guys who are who are in faith, who believe in God, please send your prayers to Ukraine. Pray for us. Pray for them. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Again, thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, all you guys on YouTube who have taken a little pause from collecting toys, from talking about this amazing hobby and community that we're all in, and talking about the real world, what's happening, and just raising awareness, just showing that you're supporting Ukraine. Thank you so much. But yeah, Neodat, thank you for making your video. JDC, thank you for making your video. Um, Mark, that's a man diecast. You just did a live with Shane of Super JDM diecast. You guys were talking. I was there in your chat as well. You guys talked about Ukraine and about everything that's happening and your thoughts. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm not gonna keep making a list. The rest of you, thank you so much if you did this. I'm not asking anyone to do this. I didn't ask any of them to do it. They did it because it's their personal beliefs, and I respect that so much. So thank you guys. All right, so yeah, so all that, just yeah, just wanted to say how proud I am of the Ukrainian military, of Ghost of Kiev. Uh, that ace pilot is insane. He's amazing. There's some people saying that some of it might not be true, or like there's no way that he shot down so many. Who knows? This was reported on the official military website that this happened. So who knows if it was just him or a couple of MiG 29s that were working together. They reload fairly quick. If you're in the military, you know that it's possible. It's very much possible, especially if you're desperate, especially if you're being invaded, especially if you know that there aren't too many other pilots there with you. So you have to do everything you can. But yeah, there's people, there's villagers also. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep talking and tell you what I've seen and heard. There's villagers that just walk out in front of tanks, the Russian tanks that are invading, like out further out in the outskirts. They they just have the biggest balls. These Ukrainians, not Ukrainians, man. These tanks are coming, and this guy's just standing in front of the tank. He doesn't care if he gets run over. That's such a horrific death, guys. Imagine what these people are doing. They're standing in front of tanks. They're yelling at these soldiers. They're not afraid to get shot. They are getting shot. They're getting run over. Like there's stuff they don't show on TV. I mean, these Russian fucking terrorists are shooting daycares. They're shooting schools. They're shooting civilians. They're shooting civilian buildings. This isn't even like a regular war anymore. This is like in war. There's even things where agreements that you don't shoot civilians, you don't shoot medics, you don't shoot at civilian buildings. Yeah, this is a horror fest. But anyway, again, I'm super proud of Ukrainians, and they're not taking shit. Uh, None of them are shy. None of them are afraid to speak their mind, which kind of gives me a little bit more uh, confidence to talk about this in public. This is on YouTube. This is going to be everywhere. Who knows who's going to see this? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys. Thanks everyone for your support. A lot of you are, like Americans. You guys are watching this. I'm a citizen of America as well. And, you know, I am Ukrainian born, though, and raised there up until I was about 11 years old. So, um, I still got to see the old Soviet Union ways. I remember a lot of that shit. I can tell you guys stories about all that as well. But yeah, guys. I just don't want to forget anything. I wanted to say so much. Yeah. So all these countries, I saw France. The Eiffel Tower was lit up with blue and yellow. In New York, which building was it? I forget, either Chrysler or Empire State. It was lit up in blue and yellow. My sister sent me a photo of that. Yeah, bridges, even in Trenton, the bridge across Trenton between Pennsylvania and New Jersey. On it, it says, Trenton makes, the world takes, Trenton makes. And they lit that up in blue and yellow. I'm sure Philadelphia Bridge is going to be that way too. I don't know. It's hard to follow all this. Um, right now, I live like in the news. I watch news from Ukraine. I'm getting updates from my friends in Ukraine. I'm getting stuff. I can't say other things, but I'm getting some things from people I know, and there's information that's not in general news. So yeah, right now Ukraine is doing great as far as defending ourselves. Yeah, there's still, invasion happening. It's still going strong, but when the invading force that's invading your country is surrendering to you as they're invading you, what does that say to you? Anyway, again, also Belarus, I believe the vice president was like, um, she's like, yeah, so this president of Belarus is full of shit, basically. He's playing with Putin. He let tanks and shit go into Belarus to surround Ukraine. They're like on the western side of Ukraine. Like there's Poland, and then there's Belarus up there, and they're in cahoots with Russia. So while the dictator president of that Lukashenko, I think, is the president of that. So the vice president, she just stood up and she's like, "Yeah, we're no longer recognizing him. He needs to be arrested for war crimes. I'm assuming leadership, and I want the world to address me now. And we support Ukraine." And I was like, "Cool. I hope that's true. I hope all of that's happening." There's a lot of misinformation too out there, guys. Please, when you're online and you're talking about Ukraine, just keep in mind there's a lot of Russian trolls there. Um, those of you that don't know, look into it. But I'm gonna tell you, Russia has like specific designated office buildings, which they populate with people, just like in America. You know, office building filled with offices, people behind computers. Except in these special buildings in Russia, they're filled with people online who create, they're trolls. They create false accounts in America on Facebook, on Instagram, all that. They pretend to be American or whatever, not Russian. And they'll have photos. Like some of us recently have been hacked, like our Instagrams and Facebooks. What do you think they used that for? Who do you think did that? So they'll steal your account and they'll use that as if they're you, and they'll go on different live streams, they'll go on different accounts and comment as that person they stole the account from. uh, but they will speak their bullshit as if they're you. Like they'll be like, they'll taunt people who are for Ukraine. They'll agitate people. They'll say that like Ukrainians are Nazis or some bullshit like that. They'll say that like the right sector of Ukraine is attacking innocent people. Meanwhile, no. Just so you know, there's not just Ukrainian military. There's also the right sector, and a whole other organizations that are getting together to fight against Russia, and they're doing their job very well. So anyway, just be careful. Be careful who you talk to online. Don't engage. If you feel something's up with the person who's talking to you, typing shit to you, you're like, this ain't right. Just block that motherfucker. Just get rid of them. Mute them, block them, report them. Any of that stuff. Like, this is another, if you don't have money, do that online. If you see anyone supporting Russia or talking positive about Putin, block that shit for terrorism or for false whatever speech or for stealing identity. Like, it's true, you're not lying, right? So that's another way you guys can help. So anyway, okay, I gotta actually get ready. I gotta leave the house in about an hour. um, at the end of this, I will add the video of the in front of the Museum of Art. I'm gonna go there with Maggie. We're gonna check it out, see what they're doing. I think it's just gonna be like a peaceful, small little thing where people just show up to pray for Ukraine. I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it to the bigger rally in downtown Philly, a couple of blocks away. That's gonna be a little louder, a little more colorful. There's also a big rally happening today in Washington D.C. A lot of my friends went there. I couldn't go that far today. It takes money. It takes a lot. So we're all doing what we can. We're all doing our part, and so I'm here in Philly, so I'm gonna do that. Anyway, but yeah, the one in DC is gonna be big. They're basically asking NATO, like, come on, guys, like, how long are you gonna watch this? Like, anyway, like we need physical support there, man. We're heavily outnumbered. I've told you that it's looking kind of okay right now for us. Where Ukrainians are really giving them hell. Again, there's thousands of heavy artillery that has been blown up by Ukrainians. There's lots of planes that have been taken down, and like over 4,000 Russian troops invading force have been killed. Casualties are on Ukrainian side are like 100 and something, and I think over 400 like injured, something like that. So uh, Yeah. Also, Russia is not sending anyone to pick up the dead bodies. They're just laying there. Ukraine has made them aware where they are, and they're leaving everything. They're not acknowledging anything. It's scary. Okay, enough of all that, guys. I think I touched on every little point. Again, thank you, Anonymous. Freaking World Group Anonymous, dude. They liked one of my comments. Got a little heart. I was like, oh my god. So that was nice. But anyway, it's a collective. It's a bunch of people. So yeah, thank you to you guys that are watching and are speaking out on your social media, showing your support for Ukraine, talking about it a little bit, giving your own thoughts, your own opinions about it. I appreciate that. I hope more of you do that. I would love to see those videos. If you make one, send me a link about it so I can watch it and hear your thoughts about it. Yeah. Again, bignaz at yahoo.com. That's my PayPal. If you're not sure how to donate money anywhere, just send it to my PayPal. I'll take care of it, and there will be proof of it in the next video, just like I did with this today, in the beginning of this video. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for supporting this. I appreciate you all. You're all amazing people. Don't forget that we're all humans. We all should be united. There shouldn't be any more wars in today's world. There's no need for wars anymore. There never has been, but what's the point now? The borders are set. People are living their life. People just want to... I mean, we're in the middle of a freaking pandemic too. Did people forget that? Like all these rallies, all these wars, people are getting together in Russia and Ukraine and other countries. Like, how is that gonna end? This is scary, dude. Anyway, watch out for yourselves, guys. Look out for your fellow man. Love your neighbor. Um, use your heads. Just remember, weed out those trolls. Don't engage with anyone who's trolling, who's talking shit about Ukraine, who's saying that they're fans of Putin or whatever. It's obvious they're trolls, so be careful. Like I said, they have buildings, they employ people to have multiple fake accounts and go and disturb people in America and other countries and just start shit up and pretend that they're someone valid. And they're not, they're just getting paid, man. So yeah, anyway, they're surrendering. They're not wanting to fight because they're normal people too. They were forced to go to the military. There are psychopaths in that military, and they're the ones that are shooting at civilians. They're the ones destroying things. They're the evil ones. And I know that the Ukrainian military will take care of that. And hopefully you guys can help out any way you can. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to my thoughts and some updates from Ukraine. Again, I left out a bunch. I know some of you love to give advice. It's okay. Go ahead. Leave comments down below. If you're watching this in the premiere and you're commenting in the live chat, please go ahead and leave a comment in the actual comment section after the live chat, because I believe live chat just goes away and those comments are kind of gone. So, but yeah, leave your thoughts. I appreciate everything you guys do and say. Thank you for not just being focused on hobbies and distractions. You have to pay attention to the world, because if you don't pay attention to what's happening now, you're going to end up dead. You're going to end up sick. You're going to end up, if you're not informed, you're going to be the victim. That's how the world works. Pay attention to the world. Pay attention to what's around you. Pay attention to people around you. Surround yourself with good friends. Get rid of toxic people that aren't your friends. Don't let people use you. Stand up for who you are. Be proud of yourself. Have respect for yourself. And yeah, don't belittle yourselves, guys. Yeah, stand strong, man. I'm heavily motivated. I'm heavily inspired by my people, by Ukrainians, how they're behaving, how they're standing up. Those guys, if you heard Snake Island, there was just like, I don't know, 10, 20 guys there. It's a small little island. A Russian freaking battleship approached, and they sent him a message saying, you know, Ukrainian military on Snake Island, lay down your arms and surrender. If you don't, we will blow you up. We will murder you if you don't give up. Then one of the Ukrainian commanders is like, all right, well, this is it, guys. He basically, accepted his fate. They're gonna die. And he answers to the Russian battleship, hey, Russian battleship, go fuck yourself. Literally, that's the quote. They're dead, of course. The Russians shot them all, killed them all. But they're heroes in my book, man. They didn't back down. They're they're angels, they're heroes, they're at the gates of heaven, and in our hearts forever, in history books forever. Just this is happening all over. So learn from this, guys. Be good people, like I always say. Live long and prosper, and don't be assholes, man. Okay, guys, more videos and updates. This is pretty much my video vlog podcast type of thing, so there will be more coming soon. I appreciate you all. Again, thank you for your time, and thank you for caring. And yeah, again, just gonna leave off on this. I'm not taking money for me. bignaz@yahoo.com, that's my PayPal account. I will send that money directly to the Ukrainian military, to their bank account. It's gonna go to help them. Food, whatever they need. I don't care. Whatever they need, if it helps them, that's where that money's going. So yeah, thank you all that donated, and thank you all that will donate soon. I really appreciate you all. That's it for me. I'll see you all in the next video. Yeah, stay strong. Slava Україні! Героям слава! That's what I'm talking about.
Шановні друзі, через пару хвилин ми будемо починати. Attention, in a few minutes we will start.
There you go. Got the perfect vantage point for everybody. Right where Rocky ran up the stairs. Alright guys, we're done with that. They're still praying, as you saw. We drove by. They're probably gonna be there for a couple hours. I'm not sure. There's no really information, so I don't know. But yeah, there are still people showing up. It's already been an hour since they since it's 4 o'clock. It started at 3. So yeah, I don't know how long they're gonna be doing it, but I guess they're just hanging out for more people to show up and keep praying, which is beautiful and great. We're just gonna go check out the other rally and see what that looks like, to show you guys. And then we gotta get back to home because Maggie has to keep working. So she kind of took a couple-hour lunch for this. So she wanted to be a part of this. So we're doing this together. So. All right, let's check this thing out. Oh man, there you go, guys. There's quite a few more people here at the rally. So it's too bad. Я добрался до того. Yeah.
It was funny, like living in Chester, find your kids and people like from Chester. Yeah, but
Okay, everyone. Thank you for watching this vlog. Thank you for coming along with me and Maggie to check out two gatherings that Ukrainian people have created today in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. While my friends and some of my friends went to Washington, D.C. today also. They're there right now doing their thing in front of the White House. Me and Maggie went to Philadelphia. We went to the prayer gathering in front of the what do you call it? The Philadelphia Art Museum. And then we went to the rally, what is it, Independence Square, where the Liberty Bell is, downtown Philadelphia. And it was fantastic to see such a big turnout for the rally, the second one. It was amazing to see the prayer service. A lot of people ended up showing up in the end, and people were still showing up when we were leaving, so it's probably just as crowded there now. Really proud of Ukraine, Ukrainians, my people, my amazing people from an amazing country. Okay, guys, thank you all for watching. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. Live long and prosper. Just love each other. Peace and love.